everyone, welcome to day 22 of the no added salt challenge. So yesterday was a little bit of a struggle, food was not awesome, so I decided today I needed to make something that would be super tasty, which I've never made this before, so I don't know that it's going to be super tasty, but it's a Dr. Fuhrman, it's an adaptation of a Dr. Fuhrman recipe, so I'm assuming that's going to be relatively decent. His recipes are usually very good. So I am making creamy vegetable lasagna with no pasta. Basically all that entails is sauteing whatever vegetables it is that you want to put as your base for your lasagna. I actually have some onions and some carrots cooking on the stove right now. And then I was going to put a bunch of chopped zucchini in there. I only had one in the refrigerator. I still don't have any peppers to chop up because my husband is still not doing well, hasn't been to the store, which is totally fine. So I'm going to actually use the onion and carrots and the one zucchini that I have. When I get the onions done, I'm going to put the zucchini in there to steam for a few minutes, and then some spinach layer as well. And that, I think, is going to be just fine. I don't see any reason why that won't be quite tasty. So the thing about this to make it creamy vegetable lasagna is the innards. So basically, you're supposed to take a cup of edamame, which this is actually mukamame. I'm not sure what the difference is. I know it's still a soybean, but my kids like this one and they don't like soybeans. I mean, like, if you were to cook these and just serve them, they like these. They don't really care for soybeans when you do the same thing out of the same type of package. They're probably the same thing. I don't know. I do know that they like those. So there's a cup in there, approximately, and you're supposed to use a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds, but I've got cashews in there because that'll be fine, that'll be creamy. And then a little bit of water, so a third of a cup of water. And then into that, you're also supposed to put 1/4 cup of tofu, which that's not measured, but that's gonna be darn close enough. Just took some out of a package that was in the refrigerator. And then also add to that some, some basil, some oregano, and some black pepper. So since I can't link this for you, it specifically says 1 cup shelled edamame, 1/4 cup firm tofu, 1/3 cup water, 1/4 cup raw pumpkin seeds, 1/2 teaspoon basil, oregano, and 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. So that's what goes in it. And basically you're supposed to make an eggplant, like layered eggplant, and then put this in the middle and roll it and bake it. And you're supposed to buy a low sodium pasta sauce, but we're just gonna make our own spaghetti sauce quick. But anyway, I'm not measuring this stuff because I really don't feel the need to. I don't think that's that big of a deal. So long as I put an equal amount of basil and oregano, I think that will be fine. I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of black pepper in there. And that's it. And I'm going to go and blend that. That's going to be the center. So that's your filling. And then for the sauce, I'm going to actually blend together. So I've got a can of tomato sauce. It's got no salt added. I'm going to put in there some chopped onions and some garlic, so those two things. And then I'm also going to put in probably some, probably not some basil, but some oregano. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. This is just me winging it, guys. This is totally not a recipe. And some sugar, probably a tablespoon of sugar, probably brown sugar actually, because that's a lot sweeter. Tablespoon of sugar. You could use date sugar, you could use just a date if you wanted to. I'm just going simple and easy. I'm not too worried about the salt, the sugar content of this, seeing as I'm worried about the salt, not the sugar. And basically you just layer it together and bake it. So I'm going to go check on my onions and put the zucchini in if it's ready, and then I'll be back with you guys after I blend this stuff up so we can make a lasagna real quick. Alrighty guys, I think I have all the pieces and parts of my creamy vegetable lasagna. I think this is going to taste really good. I'm making just one dish of it. I think that this will be fine size-wise, but let's put together some lasagna. I think this will be wonderful. So, all right, here we go. Spaghetti sauce, by the way, is fabulous. I did not put barely a tablespoon of sugar in there, and the spices that I said I was going to, and it's real good. I really like that. I had actually no idea that it was so easy to make a pasta sauce. Not 100% certain my husband would like it because he's not a huge fan of super tomatoey flavor, but I think it's real good. Okay, so there goes the bottom layer so stuff doesn't stick. That's pretty much all that was. And then we're going to put half of the onions, zucchini, carrot mix in here. There's that. And you guys know how I am about spaghetti needing green beans, so that's what I'm also putting green beans in my spaghetti because I absolutely love spaghetti with green beans. So you feel free to leave that out because that might not be something that you want. And then some spinach. Okay, my container's already getting full. Okay. Got our creamy, the part that makes it creamy, which is also very good, by the way. It's very mild, but it's very good. I don't think I need probably, well, that's just about all of it. Without scooping it out. That's good. It's good, it's good. I might not be able to fit all of this in here, but that's okay. We will fit what we can. Okay, I want to get a last layer of beans in here. I don't really care about the spinach so much. I mean, I like the spinach. That's not that big of a deal, but I definitely want to get that last layer of beans in there. Okay, and then on top of this goes the spaghetti sauce. This should be interesting. My poor little container. Oh my goodness. Okay, technically, this really does not have to go in the oven like a lasagna would, because technically you could eat it just like this out of the container right now. But we're going to put this in the oven for about half an hour just to get everything warmed through. And then I will have to do a taste test for you in the morning because I don't really think that I'm going to be able to, well, I could stick a fork down the side, I suppose. Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna go get this in the oven and I will see you guys in just a little bit. Alrighty guys, so lasagna is finished. I actually just left it in the oven for like half hour, 40 minutes because I've been busy doing other stuff. This is just a little scoop that I got out the side. It smells phenomenal. So we're going to have a bite of the inside and the outside vegetables and some sauce. But it's very hot. Not that hot. Hot, but not that hot. Yep, that's very good. All right, super exciting. Yeah, that tomato sauce was super easy and it's really good. Like, really, really good. I would totally just make spaghetti sauce like that from now on. That was super fantastically easy. And it's good. All right. Thumbs up, guys. Not that's a big surprise, it's a Dr. Fuhrman recipe. Usually they're pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna go and get ready for work and I will talk to you guys again in the morning. Okay, quick aside, my blood pressure was 100/64. I forgot to tell you guys that earlier, so now I'm telling you that right now. And I already had my my apple cider vinegar drink, and yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that because I totally forgot to mention it. Alrighty guys, so get this. I got to work and the tiny little bit that I showed you on my plate of the lasagna last night, I ate that before I went. And then I got to work. I hadn't eaten otherwise, but got to work and I was hungry like right away, which isn't super common. There's a lot of times that I don't eat until like midnight or so. Maybe at 10:30 at the earliest. Anyways, I was hungry right away. It's probably about 9:30 or so. I took my big container of creamy vegetable lasagna out and I ate probably about a third of it. But one of the techs was like, "Oh my gosh, Heather, that's a ton of food." And I was like, not really. It's just all vegetables. And she's like, "Yeah, but that's like a ton of food." And I got to think about it and I was like, maybe I'm eating too much. Maybe there's too many calories here. Huh. because I mean, yeah, it's a big container, so I was a little bit concerned. Anyway, so they had ordered out, ordered delivery from Panera, and so she went to lunch and she was eating a Panera sandwich and some chips and this little bowl of soupy stuff. I don't know what the soup was, so I don't know how many calories were in that. Anyways, between the chips and her sandwich, it was like just over 700 calories for a little sandwich, and chips. I calculated out my lasagna, which I ate 3 times technically, because I had a third of it, and then I ate another half of it later and half of it after that. And there's just under 800 calories. Even with the cashews, even with the edamame, even with like all the different stuff that was in there, it's the tofu, even with all that, it still was under 800 calories. And I was like, I had an entire night's worth of food for 800 calories, and she was thinking that I was eating too much. I was like, I think I'm doing a good job. I think that's perfect. If I could get that much food in a big, huge quantity like that for 800 calories and eat it all night, that sounds great to me. Anyways, it was wonderful. It was so good. It tasted great. I would highly recommend making that sauce, the filling part, and I would highly recommend making the tomato sauce that way. That was really amazing, like really good. I really liked that. And you don't even have to make it into lasagna. I mean, you could just get a bed of noodles and put it on there and like just cook some vegetables that are in the microwave if you want to. You don't really even have to go to the extent of sauteing a bunch of veggies. Although I have to say with the green beans, it was really good, which I know I'm freaky about green beans and spaghetti sauce, but it was very good. So anyways, supper was fantastic. Lunch, supper, all of it was terrific. I don't think I have anything else to tell you about right now. I say that. There was one other thing I wanted to mention, but I can't remember what it is. So obviously it was not super important. I totally remember what I wanted to tell you guys. So yesterday, I don't know if it was because I was worried about Anthony being sick or busy in the kitchen in the morning. I don't know what it was. I totally forgot to exercise when I got home. Like completely just spaced it out. Didn't realize I didn't do it at all. Didn't think about it. Didn't cross my mind in the slightest. So today I am going to go exercise. I'm not waiting for Anthony to get home because he is still under the weather. He's still not feeling super well. So he's just gonna lay back down on the couch and take a nap when he gets home, which is totally fine. But I'm gonna go do some arm exercises, some upper body exercises with the weights, because my arms are super fat and I would really like to be more toned than I am. So that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. I had forgotten, but now I remember. So I wanted to share. All right. Bye. Yeah, that's it for me for today, guys. Alrighty, I am, I'm done with my antibiotics for my face. That's very exciting. I still hurt right there, but not nearly as bad as it was, so that's good. Yeah, that's it for me, and I will talk to you guys again tonight.